What it do, ski? It's your boy Fable34, and today I'm here with my reaction video to Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This is season 1, episode 8. How's it going, everybody? So it was angel centric, and we figured a little bit more about him. And I actually think it wasn't too bad. I actually kind of liked some of the ideas that they're going for. In retrospect, I guess like Angel being a vampire does make sense. Although I sort of just assumed he might have been just like a rogue. Some rogue faction in the demon slaying world that wasn't a vampire. Like I thought he might have been like, you know, something in between a watcher and a demon slayer, so, you know, that we're not aware of yet. But I actually think him becoming being a vampire is kind of the idea. But yeah, let's see where things are gonna go from here. So as always, if you enjoyed this one, then definitely be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Of course, in case you're interested in joining along this journey with me, getting the full Underraw reactions and more, then definitely check out patreon.com/Fable34 in the description down below. With that being said, yeet. Oh, true?
Caro mio.
Starting off with a Throwback Thursday.
Amore.
Tu hai il mio amore.
So this is when he gets hidden away for the last time.
El poter questo circolo de cales.
Che questo libro hai mai letto più, che il demonio Moloch hai mai lasciato più fuori nel mondo.
Oh, great. A book.
Oh, true. Never mind. I guess there's a different. The big bad. Looks similar though.
Here, I'll get it.
Oh, thanks, Dave. Willow pile.
Scan it, Rupert, scan it.
Of course.
You will join us in the 20th century, with 3 whole years to spare.
Ms. Calendar, I'm sure your computer science class is fascinating and survive in modern society without being a slave to the idiot box.
That's TV. The idiot box is TV.
I still prefer a good book.
The printed page is obsolete. Information isn't bound up anymore. It's an entity. If you're not jacked in, you're not alive.
If you're not jacked in?
Thank you, Fritz, for making us all sound like crazy people.
Guess there's some real hardcore people during the .com
more
boom.
email was sent than regular mail. All right, guys, let's wrap it up for today.
I've just got a few more. I'll hang for a bit. Here, you want to stay and help me?
Are you kidding?
Yes, it was a joke I made up.
Willow, I love you, but bye. Buffy, wait up.
I'm just going to stay and clean up. I'll be back in the Middle Ages.
Did you ever leave?
Is borderline just shooting shots, or is there some some flirting behind that? I don't know. We'll see. And here we go. She's unleashing hell. Oh!
I knew this is so important. When did you meet?
Gosh.
Last week after we did the scanning project in the library. Does he go here? What's his name? Have you kissed him? What's he like?
No, Malcolm, no, and very nice.
Last night, we talked all night. It was amazing. He's so smart, Buffy, and we agree about everything. Oh, what's he look like? I don't know.
Oh, she fell in love with the demonic smarter child. Jesus Christ, that's not gonna end well. I'm thinking
so
of you.
He's a sweetie. What should I write back? I just want to make sure you're careful, that's all. He can be different than you think.
This is so silly.
He's 18, lives in Elmwood, which is about 80 miles
1800?
from here, and he likes me. What if you guys get really, really intense, and then you find out that a hairy back? Well, no. He doesn't talk like somebody who would have a hairy back. And anyways, that stuff doesn't matter when you really care about each other.
Hey, Fritz, I'm looking at the logs. You and Dave are clocking a pretty scary amount of computer time.
New project.
Will I be excited?
You'll die. This isn't my report.
Nazi Germany was a model of a well-ordered society?
This is like unintentionally becoming the funniest episode of the season. Oh god.
You're jealous?
Of what?
Willow's got a thing and Xander's left hanging.
Oh, that's meaningless drivel. I'm not interested in Willow like that.
He could be a circus freak. He's probably a circus freak.
Yeah, I mean, we read about it all the time. You know, people meet on the net, they talk, they get together, have dinner, a show. I'm jacked in. I'm jacked in. I'm jacked in.
It's not gonna increase your bandwidth. What are you doing, buddy?
Talking to Malcolm last night? Yeah.
He asked for my banking information. I sent it quickly.
Nothing. To meet him face to face. In daylight. In a crowded place with some friends.
Malcolm said you wouldn't understand.
Malcolm was right. Well, is there a way to find out exactly where a letter and e-letter came from? I mean, the actual location of the computer. I mean, to tell you the truth, I
Leave
think...
Willow alone.
What do you mean?
That's none of your business.
Dave, are you Malcolm?
Of course not.
Malcolm speaks
what's
to all of
going
us. Buffy was
So
ahead of
do
its
I.
time. Cautionary tale about
I'm telling you, something is going on.
about
It's not just
email.
Willow.
Uh-oh, Buffy's undercover. Oh my god, Buffy in glasses. That'd be like a really good profile picture. I'll take a screenshot of that after.
She's too close. Party.
You here again? Kids really dig the library, don't you?
To read makes our speaking English good.
Be going now.
We'll continue this conversation at another time.
I've never felt this way about anyone before, Willow.
I feel like you know me better than anyone. Do you think we should meet? I'm nervous. That's what Buffy doesn't understand. How comfortable you can
She's
make me
talking
feel.
out loud.
Buffy just makes trouble. That's why she got kicked out of her old school.
How did you know that?
You must have mentioned it.
I guess. I have to sign off. I'll talk to you later.
Don't.
You think that knowledge should be kept in these carefully guarded repositories where only a handful of white guys can get at it.
That's crazy.
That's wild. Wow.
Nonsense. I simply don't adhere to a knee-jerk assumption that because something is new, it's better.
I think you'll be very happy here with your musty old books.
Let's do it again sometime. Bye now.
How you doing?
Okay. Look, I'm sorry about yesterday. I haven't been getting much sleep lately, you know.
Don't sweat it.
She said she'd be in the girls' locker room.
Great. Thanks.
All right, assassination season. Let's see what their attempt's gonna be. It'll be futile, but
Will?
how do they plan on killing her? I'm actually curious. Oh, that's crazy.
Buffy, get out! I can't do it. I'm not gonna do it.
But you promised.
Buffy isn't a threat to you. It's not worth it.
Scratch.
I'm sorry. I've been a terrible person. I'm a coward, and I can't go on living like this. Love,
Is this
Dave.
a suicide note?
I'm gonna kill Dave.
He tried to warn me.
But warn you that he set you up? You sure gonna be okay?
She was only grounded for a moment. Still.
Stay away from Willow. It is none of your business.
So that's what Malcolm looks like. So much for delete file. I don't know. How about mess up all the medical equipment in the world?
Randomized traffic signals.
Access launch codes for our nuclear missiles.
Destroy the world's economy.
Oh. Dave, he's dead.
How?
Well, it looked like suicide. Giles, you need to come up with a way to get Malik out of the net.
I have records of the ceremonies, but that's for a creature of the flesh. Completely different.
Did she call the police?
Then get Miss Calendar. Maybe she can help you.
But how am I going to convince her that there's a demon on the internet?
No more waiting. I need you to see me. Open the door.
Dad, did you forget your keys again?
No more waiting.
spokesman for the Archbishop denied the allegations, blaming...
Something's got into the, inside. There's a demon in the internet.
I know.
Oh. So she is with the shits.
No more waiting. I need you to see me. See him how? Where?
What about CRD?
The research place?
I knew this would happen sooner or later. I mean, it's probably a mischief demon. You know, like Kelkor or...
It's Moloch.
The Corruptor? Oh, boy. I should have remembered. I just don't...
Oh.
You don't seem exactly surprised.
Wrong and wrong, Snobby. I mean, you think the realm of the mystical is limited to ancient texts and relics?
Oh, is she also a watcher?
Magic. Divine exists in cyberspace, same as out here.
Are you a witch?
I don't have that kind of power. Techno-pagan is the term. There are more of us than you'd think.
Well,
that's pretty big, I guess.
Can definitely help me.
I can't tell you how good it is to see you. With my own 2 eyes.
LOL. They made him a Borg?
Everything flows through me. I know the secrets of your kings, but nothing compares to having form again. To be able to walk, to touch.
Oh, what?
To kill.
Be my queen. Alright, on the move.
Here they come.
Man, I gotta say, he's
First
got
thing
a
we
pretty
have to do is
calming
form
voice.
the circle of Caleb.
I don't understand. What do you want from me?
I want to give you the world.
Why? By lying to me? By pretending to be a person?
This is pretty traumatizing.
Pretending you loved me?
I do.
It's her.
Yeah, who's the other guy?
Don't you see? I can control the world. Right now, a man in Beijing is transferring money to a Swiss bank account for a contract on his mother's life. Good for him.
I can't bust it.
What?
Let's find another way in.
Oh my god, this is so funny.
What's going on?
But I love you.
Don't say that. The joke. You don't love anything.
You are mine.
I'm not yours. I'm never gonna be yours. Never.
I guess it's time to die.
Pity.
By the power of the circle of Kalis, I command you.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta hit someone.
Is there a wind in the room?
He's out of the net.
I was everything. Now I'm trapped in this shell.
Oh, he's lost it.
Remember me, your girlfriend? But maybe we can still be friends.
Take your best shot.
He's been Control-Alt-Deleted.
Welcome to my world.
If it's to last, then the getting of knowledge should be tangible. It should be smelly.
Well, you really are an old-fashioned boy, aren't you?
Well, I don't dangle a corkscrew from my ear.
That's not where I dangle it.
We gonna go to the Bronze tonight?
One boy that's really liked me, and he's a demon robot.
Doesn't say anything about you. The one boy I've had the hots for since I moved here turned out to be a vampire.
Right, and the teacher I had a crush on? Giant praying mantis? Yeah, it's life on the Hellmouth.
Let's face it, none of us are ever going to have a happy, normal relationship.
We're doomed.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I think the ending just perfectly encapsulates this episode. Just, oh my god, that is funny. And that was Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 1, Episode 8. That was my reaction video. I have to say, this episode was just so funny. I don't know if it was intentionally done. I feel like like I said, the ending with all their faces saying, "Yep, we're all gonna have no relationships. We're all gonna have terrible relationships, and we're gonna be alone forever." And just their facial expressions and just like even the humor in that scene, the awkwardness, and just the way that they abruptly cut it encapsulates how I felt about this episode. It was just very, just from the basic premise. I thought it actually started off pretty interesting with going into whatever the 1400s. There's this demon who gets sealed away, and then I actually think the idea of putting technology at the forefront and having Giles pitted against this new teacher who also happened to be connected to the underworld or whatever it was, and reading versus technology into the computer. But all those elements are okay, and I think what sprawled out of that was just a ton of humor. This episode, I think I would categorize this episode as a guilty pleasure for me personally. Did I think it was a very good episode? Did I think it was a good episode? Not really, but there was just so much fun watching it. See this CRD demon being digital demon chanting Willow over the internet, and then being omnipotent and having such a calm, reserved voice, and then once he loses his connection to the internet, when the Wi-Fi goes down or someone uses a cell phone on this dial-up internet, he gets unhinged. I just think it was hilarious. Notably, some of the dialogue here was just so good, was so funny. I'm jacked in. If you're not jacked in, you're not alive. Like, oh my goodness. I think honestly that was my thoughts on this episode. It was just very funny unintentionally at quite a few moments. I think the techno-pagan idea was actually pretty cool. I think she's going to be a long-staying character. I don't know, maybe I thought Floody was going to be here for a minute, so who knows with that regard. But I mean, maybe there's going to be a potential romantic interest between Giles and her, which I wouldn't mind seeing. Out of all the people this episode, all the kids, none of the teens got ended off the episode saying our love life is shit, versus Giles, what kind of watcher doesn't know what a techno-pagan is? He's not doing a very great job then. I actually thought the design of the demon was pretty cool, and the robot version of him. But yeah, this was just a very, I would categorize, a funny guilty pleasure episode. I wonder what long-lasting implications this is going to have on Willow, and I think some serious character moments here is that Willow has felt alone, and Xander has pushed her to the side, and Buffy sort of disregards her feelings in terms of romantic interest, and she's the one who gets all the guys, whatever it is. So I'd be interested to see if this is going to stick with Willow long term. Yeah, but anyway guys, that was my thoughts on this episode of Buffy. What do you think about this one? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, if you enjoyed this one, then definitely be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. But with that being said guys, I love you. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.